White shirts on the pitch, running fast through the night. Every heart beating loud under floodlit sky bright. So to London, stand strong. In the stands they belong. Voices echo like thunder. To the club they sing along. Up in Spurs we arise. Eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. King's fire in his eyes. Glory's what he seeks. With every goal he flies, rising to new peaks. From the lake to far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. From the lane to far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. With all our might. With all our might.
Welcome to the best channel in the land. Welcome to North London Derby Day. Today, the Tottenham Hotspur rally show after who are the kings of North London. We are here with your little bit of a pre-match pump-up before we bring you the main event. Before we bring you when Tottenham Hotspur go marching in and really roll over them Arsenal, South London, North London wannabes who've been squatting in North London for far too long. But joining me, of course, on this little bit for pump up, it's not the Spurs Stig. Some say he was a CIA experiment that went really wrong, and some also say he's got the biggest collection of ducks pictures in the world. He's not the Spurs Stig, but it's the Spurs Stig's younger cousin. How are you today, Spurs Stig?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm sorry about the CIA experiment.
Oh well, at least I'm not. At least I'm the CIA experiment and nothing else.
Yeah. You looking forward to this game, man?
Of course, who isn't? I think everybody's looking forward to it. It's one of those matches. No matter what form you're in, if you're going on a huge win streak or a huge loss streak, you always are excited for these matches.
I tell you one thing, it's really hard for me today. I've got the Grand Prix on me on the screen, on me on the monitor, which I'm over the moon because Piastri is winning the race with under 9 laps to go. Norris is just behind Verstappen, so that's going to be interesting. But you don't hear about Formula One. You want to know what the lineups are. But before we get into that, please do hit the link at the top. We are sponsored by Access Private. Let me put the video up for you. We've got a little video. I need to get this out of the way. Here we go. We are today sponsored by Private Internet Access. And as you can see, as the younger Spurs Stig cousin, is, when you're on the internet, you look at all these people that do. But if you get what we are today being sponsored by, it's all locked into one place. You do not lose your government to hackers, government or corporate. You can get it around the world on your mobile phone. If you're in Australia or if you're in New Zealand or South Africa or anywhere in the world, you can connect it, and not just on your phone, but not just on your laptop, but look at all the other stuff you can get. But also it's safe for using your banking and your messaging. It's all safe. It's all kept in safe. It's all, nobody can get at your stuff. It's 3 millions. But it's not just linked to all your devices, not just to one, not just to 10. It is unlimited devices. So one person, Your whole family can use the one thing, and it's all around the world: Canada, America, Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, Argentina. It just keeps your IP address absolutely safe. It's independently, no logos. They have over 30 million people. They are 5-star. Trustpilot rates them at the best in the business. Now, for you get, if you put in use the link that's at the top of the comment section, you get it for €43 for 2 years, and then you get 3 months extra on top of that. So guys, it is the only way to watch your Spurs streaming. We're here to help you. We know times are hard out there. We know times are interest rates are up. We know inflation's high. We know times are tough. So we're here at THFC Till I Die. Do our best to help you guys out to watch Spurs anytime, any day, anywhere. €43 for 2 years. It helps them, and then it helps us to grow as a channel and also get better content and better stuff for you. But Boris, that's not all what they can do. Can you tell them what they can do? Because after we have post-match live, and that's for the members. So tell people what they can do there.
Yeah, so with that, they can pick up a membership for the channel, in which if you get the gold membership or above, you'll be able to come on to the post-match watch-alongs and express your opinions on how the game went. If the game went positively, you can speak about the positives. If you didn't think the game went as well, you can speak about the negatives. You can speak about what you want to do, but you can also, as well, with this as well, you can also, during the live streams or anything like that, you can always buy a super chat as well, and then you can direct questions. Instead of us going on tangents, you can put in a super chat and ask us which way you want to go.
That's it. And look, we know times are tough out there, but we do want to grow, guys. We're only 80 away from 2K. Let's get to 2K. But they don't want to hear about this, Boris. They want to hear about the lines up. And this is the Spurs lineup. I'll go through that, and then I'll let you go through the Arsenal lineup, Boris. So we're Stiggy's youngest son. Here we go. We've got Vicario on goal. We've got Destiny, Romero, Porro, Mickey van der Ven as a back four, James Maddison, Kulu, Bentancur in that midfield, and then Son, Solanke making his home debut, and Brennan Johnson on the wing. Look, I said it in Dave's chat. I was just in Dave's show there. Look, today's the day Johnson's got to show up and prove who he is. But I'm very surprised with the midfield he's gone with. I would have put Papa Sarr in there. And for me, I think Bentancur is going to sit as a number 6 and let Maddison and Kulu sort of do the attacking. Are you happy with this lineup, or do you think it's a bit gong-ho?
I like it, but probably the right wing position. I would have rather had somebody like Wilson on that position in regards to it, because we've seen how good he is at crossing the ball in and stuff like that. But we've got your favourite player on the right-hand side. But yeah, I'd say Wilson would be great for that sort of position, especially with Solanke. He's essentially like Richie. He can, once he gets access to those sort of balls and stuff like that, he'll be able to actually make sure they actually go in the goal.
Yeah. Look, for me, I would have put Kulu on that right today. I would have put Sarr in midfield and Kulu on the right. Johnson, for me, hasn't... Look, I love Johnson. Don't get me wrong. I'm his biggest fan, but he's not proved anything to me that he's going to prove something. He's better coming off the bench than he is starting, if you know what I mean. I would have started Kulu there. And I agree with you. I would have put Wilson on there, on that wing. He gives you more. And I would have put Archie Gray in that midfield as well. I don't know how you feel in that. I wouldn't say big up to the Belgium Hotspur. You're big up, man. You really are. Great to see you in here, sir. Do hit the like button and do big up membership. Come on after the game. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Big up to Shamu Doo-doo. Shamu Vandy Doo. 1 a.m. kickoff for me. Let's get a win. Shamu has joined us in watch-alongs in the early stages of this channel's infancy. They were great days. But Shamu, pick up a membership as well, sir, and come on. Let's hear what you have to say. Simply Ace as well. Big up Simply Ace. Hello, everyone. Big up Simply Ace. He says, BJ, oh dear. Yeah, we're going to get into that. I'm going to get into that. He says also agrees with me. Where is Sarr?
He's on the
I'm
bench.
very surprised. Sarr is on. Do you want to read that Spurs bench to us? Actually,
Yep, no worries. Let me just yeah. So for the bench, we've got Dragusin on the bench, Archie Gray, Bergval, Werner, Forster, Spence, Wilson, Sarr, and Davies. That's our bench.
The bench. I don't know. I just think Sarr should have started today. Put Kulu on the wing, and put Kulu on the put Kulu on the wing, and put Sarr in midfield. That's what I would have gone for. This with Johnson, I don't know. Maybe he might prove us wrong today.
Yeah, maybe
he may prove us wrong.
Yeah, but as you did say, we saw how well he did last season. I think it's just that it's still. I think what's happened. I think everybody's just thought like because he had such a good season. What was it like 15 GA in total, something like that? It was like. It was a ridiculous amount for his first season in a spare shirt. So I think everybody's just thinking after that season he'll kick on and just go on even harder and stuff like that. But unfortunately, at times it doesn't work out like that.
No, it doesn't. Big up Simplex. Also, Simplex, pick up your membership. Come on, have you say it post match live. This is what it's there for. Big up to Tequila, who's going to be looking after the chat today and doing all the links. Tequila, I hope you're doing well, sir. Look. I talked to you last night. I hope you're all right. We're always here if you need us. He's a big part of our channel. Just very quickly on the channel side of it, we have to apologise for the remarks that were made on the channel on Friday in the Cockle Clock podcast. They're not views held by this channel. We have edited that bit out. I've got an awful lot of flack from it. I've got over the last 3 days, I've had a hell of a lot of stress and to deal with it. A lot of people complaining to me, so we can only apologise, and also to the Full Time Sports Network as well. We apologise as well. The matter has now been sorted. Action has been taken, and you will not hear that sort of thing on this channel again. Big up to everyone. Big up to Carl Simpson as well. 83 points today, lads. I am now going to hide somewhere until it's over. Carl, stay in the chat. We need you, sir. We need you. We've got the real North 7. Nice to see a very attacking side. Do you know what? Looking at it from that side, do you think let's get Arsenal's lineup up, guys, right? And I want your opinion on it as well. Hang on. Let me get now. Sorry, I'm still used to doing all of this. That's the wrong one. There's the Arsenal lineup. Do you want to go through that for me and for me, Boris, and just give your thoughts on it, because you did the Danger Man. I think this is a very beatable Arsenal side, you know.
Yeah. And I'm actually surprised about one, but I'll go into that a bit later on. But currently, for their starting 11, they have Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Jorginho, Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. The thing I'm surprised about, though, is the fact that Trossard's starting. And he's not even starting in his natural position of left wing, because Martinelli's playing there as well. So that's interesting. And Sterling's coming off the bench for him as well, which is also surprising, considering he still plays a lot of football in regards to it. So it's just surprising, really.
I mean, I was on the Arsenal thing last night, and a lot of people were putting Sterling as a starter today. No Odegaard, so that is true that he is injured. Have you got the bench there for Arsenal?
Yep.
Is he on the bench?
Yeah. No, Odegaard isn't on the bench, but I can go through their bench. Jesus, Kiwior, one of their defenders. We've never really seen him. He's played a couple of times, but not much. Sterling, obviously. Neto, the keeper, what they bought from Bournemouth. Kabia, Karuri, and then just a lot of youngsters, really. Do you know about Nawari and stuff like that? The one what they say is better than Mikey Moore and stuff like that. And you have some of those loony gooners what say he's going to be the next Pele and stuff like that. They've got that kid on the bench, and then somebody called Aiden Heaven. It's a lot of academy prospects they've got on the bench today.
Yeah, I think that's an Arsenal team that's beatable. That is a very beatable Arsenal side. And today's the days with Liverpool dropping points yesterday. If Ange is saying that we're in the title race, then today's the day we need to pick up these points.
Yeah.
But I'm just Johnson on the wing. I'm just so concerned about that. I really am. Big up to Michael McDonald. Big up my Celtic cousin. He says you'll pump them today. It's games like this. Ange will show his worth. Of course he will. Of course he will. Of course he will. Ange is the master. Simply is. I'm really concerned with not only the high line, but with Boris Johnson giving a lot of the ball on the right wing. He's gone missing in previous North London derbies. He's gone missing, Boris.
Yeah,
he's gone missing.
He goes missing after 45 minutes. That's what he is. As I've also said, he's a 45-minute merchant. He's a bit like Trossard in that regard. They're both only good for one half. And then, yes, they can do some key plays, what could end up getting us something, but Trossard can actually finish off those key plays, and like Brennan, he just sends it out wide into the stands.
He does. Big up to Keela. Glad you did. Big up to Peter M as well. Peter, come on after the game. Have your say, sir. Big up Peter and everyone in the chat. Big up, a great supporter of the channel. Big up to Eltel Cockerell. Hope you're feeling better, Eltel. He's got a bit of a sore throat. He had to give up his ticket for today, guys. So I really feel for him. Absolutely must be devastated. But listen, man, have a hot toddy, chill out, relax, and enjoy the game. And let's get a win for Eltel. He deserves it. And Eltel will have to get you back on the channel again soon, sir. Really enjoyed you the last time you were on. We've got Peter Ram. If we can avoid being open up, we can do well. If not, 3 points to the Gunners. That's the point. Is it two of an attacking lineup from Ange? Or is Ange saying, is this the point where fans say Ange is too stubborn? Can you get the point? I can understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, we can all understand where they're coming from, because we've always heard it consistently that he is too attacking. And the thing is, though, I feel like if we do get hit on the counter, I don't think it'll be as risky as if it would be if Mickey wasn't in the lineup. I feel like if Mickey wasn't there, and it would have to be Dragusin.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Lord.
Sorry about this, guys. Demo's just watching the F1 right now, so if you hear stuff like that, that's just Demo going off.
There's been a massive crash between Perez and Sainz.
Average F1 moments there.
Yeah, and it's just moved Norris up to 4th. Verstappen is down to 7th. So Norris is really going to cut into Red Bull Verstappen's lead, and McLaren could take the lead in the Constructors' Championship for the first time in 2 years. Sorry about that. Sorry. Go on, Boris. Go on. Continue on. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, as I was saying, I'd say really it all depends on what happens really towards this end of the day. Really, like if with us having Mickey and not Dragusin, I feel like it wouldn't be as impactful.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I'm just a bit worried we're too open. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just saw the crash as it happened. I do apologise.
I would say, though, like Cal said a comment earlier and stuff like that in regards to like, he said, in my opinion, Sa hasn't looked exactly great so far this season, which is true. Sa hasn't looked that good this season so far. I know it's only 3 games in, but he's like, we saw how well he started off the season last season, but now he hasn't had the same sort of kick-on start, if you know what I mean, like how he did last season. So I feel it's understandable, considering when Bentancur has played, he has performed admirably when asked of him. And I feel like if Basuma gets injured and Bentancur does end up getting the ban, I feel like what will happen is Archie will end up having to just be dropped into the deep end.
Yeah, and also we may lose Bentancur for 6 to 12 games as well, guys, as well. So, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people that can claim places here. Big up to Shamu. It'd be easy to bypass that for sure, Tequila. I don't think so, but look, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Bentancur all alone. Haha. Madison and Kulu, not their normal game to do that job. Well, he's going for, I don't know what Shamu's going.
I'm just going to say, but everybody seems to forget that Kulu's really great at retaining the ball and getting the ball back, because we all said that he's just not fast enough to play a right wing on Ange's system, but nobody ever complained about his ball hold up, his retaining the ball, collecting the ball back again and stuff like that. It just shows how good of a player he is. And everybody's saying, oh, central mid's not his natural position. We saw how well attacking mid, central mid, we saw how well he played like that in Sweden. He got 2 assists in the Nations League game most recently, and we've seen how well he's played for us in the central midfield position. So I think everybody just needs to remember how good of a player he actually is.
Yeah. Peter says, I didn't realise Boris Johnson is playing for us. Typical. Oh, that is funny. That is so funny. Don't worry about Johnson. I think it's his game today. I hope you're right, the real 7-year. I really do, sir. Carl says, I thought someone had just walked into Dermot's house. I apologise. I am so sorry.
I'm not going to lie. They probably have done, to be honest.
They have done. They've probably not seen them.
They probably wondered, what the hell was that scream about?
Sorry. I love my Formula One. I just do, so I do apologise. Like a knife through butter, mate, to Shamu. I'm going to have to pop off soon because we've got the watch along to put together. Like Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan at Mania. Oh yeah, if you're a WrestleMania fan or wrestling fan, you would know that. Mike would say today's all about Son. Today is all about Son. I'm expecting him to play a huge part in today's victory. He ticks all the boxes for an ANGE player. He will show that this afternoon. Absolutely. We are going back to Aussie football. We're just going to score more. Of course, we are. Getting back to help the defence in transition is what is worrying. 20 seconds or whatever it was, Shamu Bandivoo. Tequila says, at least he got a kiss from AJ. Shamu, I don't know what they're on about. Carl says, I'm looking forward to Spelunky scoring and looking straight down the camera and mouthing Tequila, take that. Oh, God. And a decent payday for F4 LOL. Yep. And he says, easy way. Listen, we are going to get ready and move over to the watch along, guys. So do follow us all over there. Just very quickly, Boris, before we do leave, what do you think ANGE's tactics and words would be to the team before they come out? Is it important we were 3-0 down after 32 minutes? Is it important that ANGE says to them, do not make the same mistake again?
Yeah, of course, and of course it is. In regards to that, you always want to make sure that's what happens. You want to make sure you right your wrongs in that regards. And then you'll be wanting to right those wrongs he did in that regard. Yeah. So you'll be saying to him, don't concede. And I think if you take away what happened with Newcastle, look what happened there. We didn't even concede. We conceded 2 goals. Yes, we lost. But if we took our chances, it would have probably been like 5-2 to Spurs at St. James's Park. But we didn't. Because unfortunately we didn't have Solanke what could break down the low block, because we can see we are starting to learn how to break down low blocks as well. If you've looked at how we've been playing, yes, we've not had the results. We've not had good results, but we've improved massively. And I feel like what will probably happen is Ange's still implementing his system, and I feel like next year, because I heard this as well, and it makes a lot of sense. Next year is when he's going to start implementing more defensive measures to train them how to be more defensive in that regard. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. Michael is is that a computer graphics behind you, Dermo, or are you in Buck Rogers toilets? It's computer graphics. Paul Tequila now. Tequila did says no, I can't unsee that now. No, it is computer graphics. I have to move to Studio B. We've got Carl Simpson Ava helps motivate Dirty Dom Denol. It's good, mate. We've got the real not end 17 years said today Solanke can become a true year. 3-1 Spurs. Tequila laughing at that. Peter says, and Ange pre-match talk, lads, it's only the Gooners. Man United said that to us for years. Boris, it's only Tottenham. It's only Arsenal.
Exactly.
It's only Arsenal. But one game I remember, we were 2-0 down at the Emirates, right? And we came back and we won 3-2. I remember that game as much as anything. But the game that we The game that we've got to get back to is the game that we beat them 3-0, 2-0 at White Hart Lane under Conte. We've got to get back to that game. We want that, and we cannot let them win again today. Please, no. I don't want Tottenham Arsenal players celebrating in the corner of White Hart Lane. Do you know? I don't want that. I don't want to see that. I don't want that. I want them all crying. I want them all in there going, ringing up their mammies. Mammy, I'm coming home because I need a cuddle because I'm upset. Tottenham beat us today. We've got to be men. They can't. We can beat them. They've got to be men. They Spurs team today. Spurs. Yeah, Spurs. We were attacking from the beginning. Don't worry about that. First goal will be important. Michael, where we keep him so he doesn't cause trouble. Yeah, this is my lockup prison. This is where they keep me, guys. Boris lets me out for match days and all the
podcasts and the Wednesday lives and the post matches and the pre matches, all that.
And then they locked me back into this little prison again. Was that on? Yeah, it was on the Redknapp. I think it was his first full season in charge. We were 2-0 down, and we came back. Kabul scored the winner. Van der Ven scored a penalty, and Gareth Bale got one that day. Do you know, beating Arsenal means everything to us. It means everything to me. I'm an old fan. But for you, it means everything to you too.
Yeah, of course. It means everything to everybody, though. That's the thing. Yeah. No matter if you're a young fan, an old fan, it'll mean anything to you no matter what.
We have to beat them today. No question about that. Given that they don't have Odegaard or Rice, it's a chance to really do them. It is. And then come time before kickoff, I guess it really is. Well, listen, guys, we're now going to jump into our Studio B. Boris is very kindly going to follow me there and do the watch along with me, guys. So I'm glad I got a bit of company. We'll try to be on the same track, Boris, if we can. I've been watching it on Sky. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the Sky Go anyway, so on my computer and stuff like that. So it's like 30 seconds behind actual Sky, but it's not much.
Yeah, it's not much. We've got Michael says, Celtic won yesterday. My Rangers fans' neighbours got his car crashed into this morning. These things come in threes, so Spurs to win can be my weekend. Oh, Michael, you make me laugh. Your
poor neighbour, Michael. Your poor neighbour, honestly.
I'll just
probably got it crashed by a Celtic fan who got a bit too drunk.
Sub that is a Rangers fan. We're not worried about that. We're not worried. He's a Rangers fan. Do you know what?
All right, then. All right.
I look, and then we've got last bit before we shoot off. Then we've got for Angie's sake, we have to win. We do just a little bit. Records this season: possession 69.1 first, passes in the final third 739 second, touches in the opposition box 145 first, shots 48 second, expected goals 4.87 eighth, xG per shot 0.101 12th. Very quickly, look, I asked you this question in the watch along. So listen, guys, we are going to bounce out of here. Do hit the like button. Do hit the subscription button. But please do join us for the watch along over in a few minutes. We'll be there in a few seconds. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. Score prediction very quickly, Boris, before we go.
2-1. 2-1 Spurs.
I'm going for 4-0 Spurs win. Come on, you Spurs. We'll see you in a few minutes, lads.